this week's episode, we talk about shit we saw on the internet and interview Jeff Rhino Newman.
Welcome in once again to Punk Rock Foodies Radio, coming at you live from downtown Mattersville at the Vicious Pig Saloon. This is your one-stop shop for everything punk rock and food. And now, your hosts, Steve Guerrero, Skate Rat Betty, Brian Reinhardt, and the asshole in charge, Xander T.
And that was Turnstile with Come Back for More. And you are listening to Punk Rock Foodies Radio, and I am the asshole in charge of Punk Rock Foodies, Xander T. And with me today in the Vicious Pig Saloon is
Mr. Steve Guerrero.
And with me today is Brian Reinhardt.
And there you go. Alrighty. Yes, we are back for another new show.
We're going to get so rich from this show. We're going to be millionaires.
We're going to have so many likes and shares.
Oh, it's going to be awesome. I'm just trying to talk so that you can take that shot of wild turkey there, Xander. There you go.
Thank you.
I'm just trying to cover for you so you can take that, wash it down with, what is that,
Sierra Nevada.
A pale ale, Sierra Nevada, okay.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I've been loving Sierra Nevada this holiday season. Not only do they have the Celebration Ale that's out right now, but they also have the Snow Pack that's the mixed 12-pack of 3 bottles of 4 different styles.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, that's good stuff, man.
Have you ever had the Anchor Winter or Christmas Ale? Have you?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's good.
Because I was thinking about getting one of the big bottles, like the big Magnum bottles, for to take up to my folks for Christmas. Because we always do a 40 of malt liquor on Christmas morning. But I was thinking, you know what? Let's class it up a little.
Wait a minute.
I'm making some punk rock foodie money here, you know?
Are you serious? The big bottles are called Magnums?
Yeah. Yeah. Those big ass bottles are called Magnum.
That's awesome. I did not know that.
I saw those at the store the other day. Yeah, that's a great beer. It's a really nice holiday ale.
Well, I guess I'll have to pick one up this week to take up there.
Every once in a while, I see Magnums at the store too. I just assume they're too big for me.
They probably are.
Yeah. So I just let them go.
It's like if you're at a restaurant, if you have to ask the price, then you probably can't afford it. You know?
Yeah.
you gotta ask.
How much is this?
You probably don't need them.
Oh, it's more than $4. You know what? Then I'll just get the fries.
Yeah. Just give me one rib.
One half rib.
Children's menu fries, please.
Meanwhile, Steve is drinking what looks to be some White Lightning.
Yeah.
What do you got there?
Moonshine. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
This water, powering down water.
Wow.
Just gotta rehydrate before he dehydrates.
Yes, that's right. Yeah,
that's like check yourself before you wreck yourself, right? So,
just let all the internals Get a little fair share of water.
Rickety wrecked, son.
Hey, speaking of getting wrecked in beer, I was just reading online. This is actually kind of foreshadowing our episode, but I was reading online 101 best beers in America, and it was like 2 from every state. And Indiana was Zombie Dust, and then one of the ones from 18th Street. So
yep, that's pretty much how it's going to be. It's pretty easy to predict that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I'll vouch for that Zombie Dust. That stuff's amazing. That was really good IPA. Or it's a pale ale, right?
It's a pale ale, but really there's no difference. I still am not completely sure where the line is drawn on that kind of thing, because we do IPA nights and we put Zombie Dust in there, and it's just, it competes perfectly fine.
You know what's funny? My brother was just in India for a wedding, and he said he could not get an IPA in India. It was kind of ironic.
That's
there
so
are no
weird.
India pale ales in India. Okay.
You got any IPAs? Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
We have APA. But,
all they had is squishies.
Yeah, you can really taste the chutney. So, for those of you who don't know, Punk Rock Foodies is a Facebook group. Make food, post a picture of your food. Make the food, take the picture, post the picture. It's simple.
Yeah, that's the order sometimes.
Yeah, should be. Don't talk about it and then make it and never post the picture. That's kind of dumb.
Don't make your first post, hey guys, I'm going to North Dakota. Where can I go to eat for that? Or what kind of cookware should I buy for this? Don't let that be your first post. Don't let that be any post, let alone your first post.
Anybody have any good ideas for seasoning a steak? Nope.
No.
But, yeah. So
they have Google for that.
Yeah, exactly. So, so we're really into food, and we love punk rock music. So we're going to listen to some punk rock music if anybody's got a song.
I got one.
Go for it, Brian.
All right, so there is a band called the Tossers, kind of an acoustic Irish punk folk band. Guess what town they're from? And
Chicago?
Yeah, Chicago. And they've got a drinking song called Sláinte, which is one of my favorite drinking songs from one of their most recent albums. Actually, their most recent album, The Emerald City. So here's the Tossers.
Their most
with
recent album,
Sláinte.
10 years ago.
Yeah, it's 2 years ago. It's very recent. On Punk Rock Foodies Radio on YouTube. Yeah.
Howling at the door, but the kettle's on and the house is warm and full of friends and family here to welcome you, McCree. So be easy and be free. Sláinte, O'Callaghan McCree, come and drink my glass with me until the early morning. Drip by drip and drop by drop, the brandy, no, it doesn't stop. The room begins to shimmer and shine like a red, red glass of wine. So be easy and be free. Sláinte, O'Callaghan McCree, come and drink my glass with me until the early morning. So be easy and be free. Sláinte, O'Callaghan McCree, come and drink my glass with me. Well, I want you for my darling. Say goodbye, goodbye, my love, to misty eyes, and oh, until we meet again, farewell, my lovely friend. So be easy and be free. Sláinte, O'Callaghan McCree, come and drink my glass with me until the early morning. So be easy and be free. Sláinte, O'Callaghan McCree, come and drink my glass with me. Well, I want you for my darling, oh, I need you for my darling until the early morning.
Hey, it's Chris and Lagwagon, and I want to eat you alive. Punk Rock Foodies. Listen, eat, learn.
what you thinking you're gonna do? Listen up, if you don't stop and generate something, more or less gonna make a mess of nothing. Mortal test gonna find out what's for sure. Pull yourself together, if you don't stop thinking, then you don't stop running. Pull yourself together, it's a new foundation. Don't stop thinking, then you don't stop running. Pull yourself together, time to live foundation. Don't stop thinking, then you don't stop running. Pull yourself together, it's a new foundation. Don't stop thinking, then you don't stop running. Liberate education. So here we go again. From the first race to the sky, with unrelenting words, and that's the wrong will to survive. But here we go again, liberated and alive, with unrelenting words, and that's the wrong will to survive. Yeah, on the backside it doesn't mean nothing. Face the facts, man, they gotta prove something. Spit it out, cause it's causing a ruckus. And is this what could make amends? So here we go again, liberated and alive, with unrelenting words, and just a wrong will to survive.
All right, that was Liber Education by Authority Zero, who the boys just wrapped up recording at the Blast Room in Colorado last week with Bill Stevenson. So look out for new Authority Zero coming out in 2017. It's going to be probably a pretty badass record because all their shit's badass. So I'm excited about that.
Bill Stevenson is a very prolific guy. He's just got his fingers in everything for the last 30 years.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, no. I saw some of the videos of like Chris Daly posted. He's a drummer for them now, and yeah, it looks like they were having a blast and they're putting down some good music. So can't wait to hear it.
Yeah, the Authority Zero's really been bringing it lately, and this should be a good album.
Yeah, they've gotten better as they've gone on.
Yeah. So this week's episode, we were talking. I was thinking, there's been a bunch of shit that I've seen on the internet and some stuff in the news. It was all kind of food related, and so I thought maybe I'd talk to you boys about
what the
some of this
fuck
things.
is the internet?
Okay, so it's this thing. It's what we're on, actually. You're on it right now.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, I feel good.
It's the interneting in your bathing suit.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's what Spider-Man used to catch the bad guys, his internet.
But, so, I'll start it off with, and actually, I'm going to ask if you guys saw this, but I know Brian did because I saw it on your wall, Brian. Did you guys see that there was some guy discovered seaweed that tastes like bacon and is healthier for you than kale?
Yeah. It's weird. Somebody posted the link to that on my wall, and it sounded really good, but the article was accompanied by a picture that was just a pile of bacon. So I would have liked a picture of what this stuff looks like, instead of just like, hey, this tastes like bacon, and here's a picture of a bunch of really thick-cut bacon. But they said it's like, so it kind of gives you the wrong idea, but they said it's kind of a salty, red seaweed. I guess pretty much that's all seaweed, but they say, you know, they
know everything.
Marks. Yeah, they say that it's a close approximation. So I'm willing to do the research, but someone has to bring it to my house because I'm not going to go get it. I don't live anywhere near the ocean.
See, here's the thing about that. I was thinking about it. If it's true and it tastes just like fucking bacon and it's healthy for you, what is they're not going to stop making bacon. If you want to do, you do nose to tail or snout to tail, a pig is perfect. Everything about the pig you can use. It's not like they're going to throw away that pork belly and say no more bacon because we've got this awesome seaweed shit, you know? I mean, I guess it benefits vegetarians or vegans in that they can, crumble it up on their salad and get that bacony flavor, but, there's always going to be bacon. As long as there's pigs, there's bacon.
Bacon's not going anywhere. Bacon's not. It's here to stay.
Fuck no.
But so do you have to cook it? Is it something that you cook like bacon, or is it already just the way it just tastes like bacon as is.
I don't know. We need someone to do some research on this. If anyone's listening to it, either of our two listeners, if you can find some of this and cook it and let us know, report back in great detail.
Listen,
I would like to know.
SWLT doesn't sound as appetizing as BLT.
But Steve, I only read the headline of the article, so I don't have any information. That's the way I do things, But I would assume it'd be dry.
Here's the best part. All three of us saw that article, and not one of us made it past the fucking headline. And here we are talking about it on the radio. So basically what's happening is the three of us are going, okay, if you're listening and you actually read the shit, get back to us on that.
But they'll get back to us. We're not going to fucking read it.
Yeah.
Reading past the headlines is so 2012, bro.
Yeah, dude, you tell me.
Well, okay, so I saw another thing, and it wasn't an article, it was a video, so I watched it, because everybody knows television's faster than reading. And
yeah, it's better than reading.
And so it was some guy, some beekeeper, trained his bees. I don't know how he trained bees, but trained his bees to only get nectar from marijuana plants. And I guess the only way you would train them is you just only allow them near marijuana plants. Like that's it. So the honey...
Limit their options.
So the honey that they make has the HTC in it.
Or THC.
Whatever it is. Yeah, what's HTC? Isn't that that's a headphone or something?
Take another shot of wild turkey there, bro. Merry Christmas!
Yeah! But, so this honey, and it didn't look like regular honey, but it didn't look green or anything like that, like you would assume. It had a weird thing, but they said that it should have the healing powers or the natural healing powers of weed and of honey. It'd be like the healthiest shit in the world.
I'd be drinking tea all day if I get my hands on some of that, dude.
It's just like regular honey, except the bees just move a bit slower.
they reckon more windows.
Yeah, and that beekeeper when the bees are working, he just plays Pink Floyd for them the whole time.
Honey.
Wow.
It's good to be back at the mission.
That's so great. But if you see this video, you're gonna see like the beekeeper is just like clearly he's got his bees drinking nectar from weed. Like, I mean, he just looks like the kind of guy that would do something like that.
He's just eating toast all the time.
He's like, yeah.
He's always got a taquito in hand.
He's always eating something. It's like Brad Pitt in Ocean's 11. He's always got food and snacking on something. So did you guys hear? Because you guys are out. You guys don't live near me, and I live right in Washington D.C. So did you guys hear about the guy that went into Brian? You'll love this because it's all conspiracy theory shit.
Oh shit!
Went into Comet Ping Pong Pizza with an AR-15 and a handgun.
Yeah, I heard about this. He read somewhere that Hillary Clinton had like a
sex ring.
Yeah,
child sex ring,
and he bought it, and he went in with a gun to figure shit out.
To investigate it. This motherfucker took it upon himself to investigate it.
How crazy do you have to be like, yeah, that sounds plausible. I'm going to go down there in broad daylight with a machine gun and figure it out.
But here's the thing. He drove up from North Carolina.
Yeah.
So he thought about it.
Depending where he lived in North Carolina, he drove 5 to 8 hours to Washington, D.C., to investigate. And
I know it's not a big deal in North Carolina, but maybe D.C., he's crossing state lines with assault rifles. That might not be an issue in North Carolina, but it might be in D.C. You know what I mean? Like, he's risking a lot because he's fucking crazy.
Somebody fed him a story that he just ate hook, line, and sinker, and he just...
Last I heard, he still doesn't believe that it's fake.
Yeah, the one of the people that was sharing it was the son of one of the cabinet members for Donald Trump. Like one of his cabinet members' son was sharing it and still was like, well, until we verify it's not real, we're just going to assume. It's like, all right, this is where we're at in 2016. I mean, like,
Yeah.
and you know, I fight these battles every day. People are nuts, man.
Dude, had we decided to go with fake news foodies, we would have made some money in 2016.
Yes, we would have.
Like, that's where it's at right now, you know? Just be a piece of shit and come up with all these crazy stories, and people click on them, and you're making
We would have
money.
been able to pay for that bottle of wild turkey. Be a free bottle.
You know, here I've actually eaten at Comet Ping Pong Pizza. They call it Comet Ping Pong. It's just as common on the outside, but they call it Comet Ping Pong because you can play ping pong while you wait for your pizza.
Nice.
But anyway, I've eaten there. The Guy Fieri was there for Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, so I was like, well, let's go. Let's check it out. They are killing it with the pizza. The pizza is delicious. It's awesome. They had this one that had porchetta pizza with broccoli rabe on it. It was to die for. Their sausage, they make their own sausage. I mean, it was so good. Like they are just killing it with the pizza. And I'm sure that a child sex ring can make a lot of money.
Probably.
But there's no.
Have you
there's
seen
no
Taken?
need. But there's no need. The pizza's that good, dude.
Yeah,
That's
and
what I'm
Liam
saying.
Neeson will break that shit up right away, so you don't even try it now.
You mean not some redneck from North Carolina?
No. Liam Neeson, he's got a specific set of skills, and he will find out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
that was an incredible story. I mean, but Jesus.
And it's still
Well, so
out
if you're-
there.
Yeah, because that guy's still, on trial and whatnot. But so if anybody goes to DC, go check out Comet Ping Pong Pizza.
Leave your
Support
gun at
them. They
home.
don't have. If you leave your gun at home. Get some pizza. Make an offer on a child. No, don't. There's no children. And just support them because that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah,
And
ask
right
for
on
the number
Avenue.
4. That's the code.
Brian would know.
So anyway,
So yeah. So
Moving along.
yes, right. So
there's the end of the episode. That's all we came on here to talk about today.
that's it. Just that.
Competition.
So do you guys have any thing that you've seen recently or have heard recently?
Well, there's a new president-elect, and he's fucked up. So other than that, I don't know. You know, he seems to be
Well,
pretty
I-
Russian.
Well, I did see, was a BuzzFeed or Tasty, one of those?
Yeah.
They did a bacon wrapped breakfast burrito with steak in it. Did you guys see that
Yeah.
a couple
Yeah.
weeks ago? Mm-hmm. That looks like, I'm going to take a weekend over here over the next couple weeks since the holidays are upon us, and I'm going to make that bad boy, and I'm not going to do anything the rest of the day.
So explain what it, because I never saw it. What does it look like? What is the deal?
It's just they just did a really good breakfast burrito with steak inside, and it's like a big burrito. Then they wrap it in bacon, and then they grill that.
And then they fry it up on the grill.
Yep. And
Nice.
it just looks like, they open it up and it's just everything's all melty, and then it's crisp bacon outside layer. And,
I like
That
frying
looks-
up. I like frying up the burrito. Seal it, get it sealed, and get a nice char on the outside. So
chimichanga style?
is that what that is? I mean, it's all
Yeah.
the same stuff. I mean, we've discussed that before. So,
Yeah.
There was one that somebody showed, because I know you guys do it too, where because of this, like I've got friends who are constantly sharing videos and pictures of different crazy food things on my wall, which I appreciate. I don't want to sound like I'm not appreciative, but like there's always something new that's being shown. They're not all winners. Some of them are kind of gross, but this one was, I'm not sure what to think about it. It's essentially a chimichanga. It's a fried burrito filled with basically all that's inside is a corn on the cob and some cheese. So it's a corn on the cob wrapped in cheese, wrapped in a tortilla, and then fried. So as you eat the burrito, you're just eating corn on the cob and cheese. And I'm not sure what to think about that, because the pictures looked interesting, but I don't know. I'm not sure if that would work for me.
I just don't get the fucking cob. Like then you got the cob you still have to deal with.
Yeah, you're essentially eating corn on the cob, but it's surrounded in cheese and a tortilla. So it's corn on the it's cheesy corn on the cob with a tortilla, which is interesting. But I mean, I just give me the fucking corn,
Right. Well, the tortilla would be used to hold that cheese in, and then I guess.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's just a cheese covered piece of corn on the cob with a tortilla.
Do you eat it like a corn on the cob? Like you put it
Yeah.
in your mouth? Like
I gotta take a piss break.
go pee.
Take one
but
for
like
me.
when you take that bite, the cheese is going to start to ooze out.
Yeah, and it looked
it's
like,
not like
the recipe that I saw looked like they were using American cheese, which I don't know. That's kind of gross. I would rather use some good cheddar, but it sounds interesting. But I just don't know how that would work in practice. I don't know if it's worth trying.
Is cheese on corn a thing? Like, is that?
I'd never seen that before. I'd never seen that before.
Cheese on broccoli, but like on corn, I don't.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I want to try it, but it was a little bit strange. I'm trying to picture eating that. Like, I guess corn on the cob covered in a thick layer of cheese would be good. I don't know. I don't know if
it sounds kind of counterproductive. I mean, the cheese is going to block you up, and the corn's going to try to shoot right through you. So it'd be that'd be a little interesting.
I think Steve's going to the other bathroom now.
Must have been a line at the men's room.
Yeah, he's going to go see if he can get in the females' bathroom. Looks like there might be no line over there. But yeah, I want to give it that a shot. But it just seemed like it was just the corn, ooh, there's a really good burrito, and then all it is like a thin layer of cheese and some corn. So,
that's weird. But hey, why don't we? Well, he's in the pisser. Why don't we go to a break and play some music?
Go for it. I know you got a song.
Yeah.
Do you? I have a song.
I've got one. I mean,
all right, go for it.
All right, I got off of the new NoFX album from this year, First Ditch Effort. We've got I'm a Transvestite on Punk Rock Foodies Radio.
Oh, those crazy guys from NoFX, they're so clever.
I first heard Frank say he wanted to dress like Fay Ray. I wanted that too, but what could I do in junior high school in LA? My heart skipped in the scene. You said you gotta be it, not just dream. It was a taboo I knew I wouldn't pursue. I didn't have the self-esteem. I gotta confess that I like to cross-dress and been doing it since I was 13. It's hard to tell bros that you wear women's clothes, even in the open-minded punk scene. You probably get hurt in heels and a skirt when you're in the middle of a circle pit. So I only wear panties under boxers to keep it all a secret. Now I'm telling everyone 'cause it's fun and I don't give a shit. For 30 years I still had the same fears. Then I saw a Hedwig play a Bill Trotter's gig and felt the same envy and tears. I decided right there I can't be bothered to care what other people think. I'm gonna dye my pubes pink and throw out all my Hanes underwear. I'm not transgender, I'm a lazy cross-dresser who thinks makeup is too much of an ordeal. I paint my toes and wear shiny tight clothes, not for the look but how it makes me feel. I don't need these just right, I'm a transvestite. I only shave to do the time warp midnight Saturday. I'm done with self-pity, I don't have to feel shitty 'cause I wanna look pretty, so I give it the old city college try. Don't get me wrong, I still wanna be a guy who sometimes likes to dress like a girl. He sometimes likes to wear diamonds and pearls. Don't think I don't know, I'm not fooling anyone. He's a cross between Adele and Charlie Chaplin. You gotta know it's not just girls who just wanna have fun.
This is Savvy Nicole from Feed the Scene Denver, and you're listening to Punk Rock Foodie Radio.
Things are coming round again.
something exciting happened to me yesterday, dude. There's a local barbecue spot in Circle. It's called Smoke, and they have
Yeah, you've
12
talked about that before.
Yeah, they have 12 drafts, and yesterday I won in the raffle. I'm part of their Craft Beer Society membership club, or whatever. But every time I go in there, I've now got my mug there, and it's $5 for any beer. It's been like $7.50, and I get a 20-ounce mug instead of a 60-ounce pint glass for every pour. On my birthday, the month of, I get to go in and smoke, have as many beers as I can drink until I get cut off. All around the house. Yeah.
For the whole month.
No, just one time during the whole month.
Yeah, but even if it's just the one day, that's enough. It's Steve we're talking about here. That'll put them out of
When do they
business.
open? What time do they open and what time do they close?
Dude, March Madness is all I'm talking about.
I'm saying, man, I might have to come out.
Nice.
Yeah, and their food's excellent, dude. It's like a real good smoky flavor that they have on their food. But yeah, man, and then they have an end of the year party with all their members, and it's like a big bottle share, and they give you like all their free food and stuff. So pretty killer.
That's fucking awesome.
$60 for the year, and it's golden.
Shit,
Nice.
dude.
Yeah, I was pretty happy about that.
That's awesome. It's $5 a month. What the hell?
I know, dude. It's $5 beers every time, and you get a bigger pour.
It's awesome.
Okay, that was the Groovy Ghoulies from Sacramento, California, with Carly Simon, one of my favorite songs. It's irresistible, a little singable tune. I love Kepi Ghoulie. Anyway, we're back on Punk Rock Foodies Radio. It's Brian Reinhardt. I'm here with Xander and some guy named Steve Guerrero, and we're talking about whatever the fuck ever.
Yep.
Whatever.
Whatevs. Yeah. So, hey, I wanted to tell you guys this story. So, you Chef Jeff Ang, he's on the page.
Yeah.
We interviewed him, chef at, what is it?
Yeah, he's got a glorious mohawk.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
There was a holiday party. Rachel's uncle was hosting, and Chef Jeff was there. His mohawk was green, red. But I didn't go because I had the girls. But he brought, I don't even know how many, raw oysters. Just a shit ton of raw oysters. Rachel's dad just sat there and just was pounding them back. He ate like 3 dozen oysters. Which I know, the three of us were like, fuck that shit, right?
That can't be good for your digestive system.
Yeah, no, Rachel's mom said, your dad's not feeling really well, to Rachel.
No shit.
You eating, that many oysters, like, I don't care what it is, like...
It's like I don't know.
No.
I ate a pound of Crisco with a spoon, and then my stomach was feeling weird. I don't get it.
Well, get this, dudes. I didn't even think about this, but I said I hated oysters in the past, and this summer I had a friend of ours bring some, and they were fucking delicious, dude. They were so good.
Did you put some sauce or some lemon on them, or just do them straight?
Yeah, a little bit. Like I dressed it up a little bit, but even so, I mean,
like a raw shooter, like oyster,
yeah, she was shucking them right there, just dressed it up and boom.
Well, see, but you said during that episode that you don't like oysters, and that you enough time passes, you'll try them again, and there it goes.
There it is.
It did. And they were super fresh. She got them from like a really nice place, so like the quality was there. So I don't want to get too crazy and be like, oh yeah, I'll go out and eat oysters anywhere now. But I did see some light there. You know, that was kind of nice.
Okay, you can see where they're talking about.
You know, I was thinking about this today. I think a lot. And I was thinking about this today.
That makes one of us.
This page, Punk Rock Foodies page, has like made me a little more adventurous. I mean, I've always, would try anything, but it's made me more adventurous. And I don't know, but oysters, I just no. It's like I just won't. Like, I'm done. I've tried it once and I didn't like it, and I just can't see that it ever being good. But I feel like the page has not only made me more adventurous in what I try, but also made me more adventurous in what I try to cook. But on top of that, even made it I'm gonna do good. I'm gonna get quality ingredients. I'm gonna make a quality meal. So I feel like it's actually, it's almost beneficial health-wise if you know, at least for me, I know like Brian, you're not like this like super chef and you know and what have you.
No, I actually suck pretty bad.
But, yeah. So, and I'm not saying I'm a super chef, but like I feel like because of this page, I've started
let me
getting
stop
better
you there
at what
real
I want to
quick,
put in my
Xander.
body.
Let me stop you there before you
Go
continue here. Let me just say something about my guy Xander. He makes a hell of a breakfast sandwich. You know how I know? Because it's a new breakfast sandwich every day. If I know one thing about Xander, it's going to be another breakfast sandwich. So what I would say is, put some oysters in that breakfast sandwich, dude. Change it up a little bit next time. Here's another egg and bacon and oyster breakfast sandwich, and let's just see how that works. Because that sounds pretty delicious. Start the day off right. So I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but yeah, you make a hell of a breakfast sandwich, apparently.
You do.
Well, thank you. Those aren't usually for me though, but no. But you know, I was just thinking, you know, I want to step it up a notch, and this page really kind of forces you a little bit, you know.
Yeah, no, there's certain things where I'm like, wow, I would never try that, but that looks fucking good. I probably would try that dish like right there, but like it's something that, like an ingredient I don't like or something like that, like broccoli, like. But somebody makes broccoli really well and posts it on our page, dude. Yeah, it can. Kind of get the wheels turning, and there's been plenty of times where somebody will post a meal or say something, or you know, and it's just like, okay, now I have to have tacos, or now like it was Brian that was talking about the what was it, the pastor, and it was like, I really want pastor. And,
that came out really good, man.
Job on that.
That came out really good. And it was just from like a little minute-long BuzzFeed video that somebody posted. I'm like, I can do that. And it worked great.
I saw that video. I'm going to do it too. I saw that same video.
It was so easy, man. It was like the hardest part was getting all the different ingredients. You had to get the right chilies for the sauce, but making the sauce took 2 minutes. But actual cooking it, the only part that was hard was you got to get the skewers. Like the video makes it look like it's very easy to make the thing stand up in the oven. No, you got to make 2 or 3 towers of the pineapple and pork and skewer them sideways so they stand up, because otherwise they're falling over. So, but it was very easy, and everyone was ever like, we're doing this again. So,
yeah,
pastor for the Midwesterners is probably the video you saw, dude. I think.
Yep. We don't get a lot of that out here.
I didn't have a fucking clue what it was, and I know like Steve, you talked about like at your Super Bowl party a couple years ago, you did wings al pastor. And so I just was like, you know, nodding my head like, and then even like my buddy, the guy Chuck Reed on the page, he was doing a birthday party. He was doing tacos al pastor, and he's from California. And we got to the party late, so it was just like regular tacos for us. But so I still had no idea until I saw that video, and I was like, oh shit, that looks really fucking good. And I'm glad you did it, Brian, and it actually worked out, because I'm looking at. I'd like to try it.
Yeah, we're going to do it again. The key is to get a lot of those skewers so they stand up, and get a lot of pineapple. Pineapple
and doesn't hurt that dish, man.
No, yeah, throw. You're cooking
compliment.
it. The sauce has pineapple juice in it, and get lots of skewers and get some good. Make sure that the salsa verde you get is good shit. Don't get the crappy stuff. Get the really nice salsa verde, and it's delicious, man. It worked. We're going to do it again.
Awesome.
Yeah, there's one member that called me out once. Not called me out, but told me it was the dish was a beef Wellington. I think it was that dude Mitchell Xavier Green, who's like, hey, why don't you try making that sometime, because you know you look like you can cook. I haven't tried it yet, but I haven't forgotten either. So
Sheena's made it. She made it, and it was really good. That's one of her specialty dishes. I'd never had it before, and it was spectacular.
I'll tell you, my brother made it. Not my little brother, my older brother, and he sucks at cooking, and he's made it, and it's good. It
was nice because it's really thick and flaky, and then the steak or the beef was actually rare in the middle. Like it's really cool how it all works, man. It's really, really good stuff. But apparently, it is a pain in the ass to make. So when
according to the Hell's Kitchen, nobody knows how to fucking make it. That and risotto.
It is very, very good. One of the few British recipes that actually is worth trying out, aside from fish and chips.
You don't like what's the like speckled dick or something like that.
Spotted dick.
Spotted dick.
Yeah.
Dude,
And a Guinness.
that reminds me, I did see a news story that the cod is possibly facing endangered species level. Yeah, so Britain might have to, like, I don't know, ban fish and chips or do it with a different fish, and they were talking about like mackerel or something. I was like,
no, mackerel's fishy.
Yeah, the cod is cod has been fished to oblivion since like the 1700s. They've got to run out eventually.
You're telling me that there's no cod farms? I mean, come on.
They don't grow as big as they do in the wild.
In the wild,
I mean, they're
yeah,
there. They'll always be around, but they'll just be smaller and, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I saw some cod recently. Went to a Wegmans grocery store, and we were looking at the seafood, and fucking cod fillets. They were huge.
Yeah, man.
I mean, huge. I was like, shit, man, we gotta get some of that.
You get the real fish and chips from like out in London or out anywhere in England, and it is giant chunks of fish breaded and covered in vinegar. Like, it is huge. Not like out here where it's like a little 5-6 inch strip of fish. It is a huge half-pound strip of cod. So, but yeah, they're fishing that shit into extinction very quickly. But it's delicious.
So get it while you can.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Do it now. It's just the only one who's going to get it after a while is Anthony Bourdain. They'll just save it for him.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. So, well, all right.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Woo.
I got nothing else.
I don't know.
I'm spent.
I'm cooking. I'm cooking pork chops right now for the family. I got them marinated right now in a pineapple marinade. So
pork chops al pastor.
Yeah, pretty much.
So let's listen to some music. When we come back, we got Jeff Rhino Newman. He is the drum tech for the Descendants and All. He's also toured with NoFX and some other bands. So we'll talk to him. And he just got back from South America with the Descendants. So he's posted a ton of photos not on Punk Rock Foodies, but on Facebook of the boys out eating. So I can't wait to hear about some of those food stories. See what Milo likes. But any of you like to play us off here?
Yeah, I got a little something here. How about from the Pears Green Star album? Let's go with I Love My Kettle here on Punk Rock Foodies Radio.
The Pears! Actually, I think it's just pears. I didn't mean to throw in the
Hey, this is Brandon from Teenage Bottle Rocket, and you're listening to Punk Rock Foodies Radio.
Thank you.
Life, I was a lonely man, with my leg boots nailed to the floor, dancing the best that I can. Sweet, slip the pain coming, so I started to pray. I could describe, I knew no one would answer me. I asked the trees why they grew towards the sun. I asked the clouds and they rained down bad luck on me. Oh my God, oh why has that forsaken me? I asked the teachers who taught me rules to obey. I asked the sages and prophets through time. Came up with nothing but a hole where my faith had made no reason, no right. Nothing feels fine tonight. Crime, it was a price to pay. I found the whole world as guilty as I. It took the danger away. Hate, it was so easy to do. You just directed all your anger and fear, and then you follow it through. I went to churches and schools to decipher me. I went to protests to plead for my life. Went to my parents who gave this stuck like to me. Oh my God, oh why has someone taken me? I don't need to, I don't want to, I don't wanna wonder why. If you don't wanna hear my problems with you, you fuck off and die. You do not know, don't say you know. Give me some answers for my life now, 'cause I'm explaining it too. I've got to come up with solutions in time before my future is through. Hope for my new promise a day. Still I got the same feeling that time is slowly slipping away. Slipping away.
And that was one of my favorite songs, Nothing by Pennywise. And you're listening to Punk Rock Foodies Radio. And on the phone with us now is drum tech extraordinaire, Jeff Rhino Newman. Rhino, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
We're great. We're great here.
Awesome.
So give us a little bit of how you got into the gig that you do, the being a drum tech, a tour manager.
Well, okay. Well, what happened was I used to be in a band here in Houston, a punk band called Latchkey Kids, and we used to play with all the Fat Records and Epitaph bands back in the day. And at one point we had this dude named Damon Delapaz playing drums for us, who was in 30 Foot Fall on Fearless Records, and they're another local Houston band. He was also in River Phoenix, which turned into Phoenix TX. And he just called me up one day and was like, hey, we're going on tour with Unwritten Law, the Tory Jellybeans, and Blink. You want to come out and hang out? I was like, sure. So, I toured with Latchkey before, doing it, ourselves in like my 4Runner in a trailer for a month at a time, But I was like, well, I'll go out on this thing and see what's up. So I took a week off of work, and as soon as they picked me up, it was just like, you're driving. So put me in the driver's seat and, started driving all around and then doing, I'd get to the gigs and I can't sit around and just kind of just hang out. So I just started teching and doing stuff for them. And at the time, Mark Hoppus was River Phoenix's manager. So
okay.
He called me backstage at we were playing in Vegas at the Joint, and it was November 28th, 1998. He handed me a bunch of contracts and go, "You're the new tour manager." So that's kind of how I got into it. Just right place at the right time, and not lazy and like doing work, So, but I mean, that kind of snowballed into I did Phoenix for a while, then into Homegrown, Les and Jake, and I mean, I've worked for like a ton of bands over the course of the years now, so it's worked out pretty good.
Yeah. And now you're with the Descendants.
I am.
How did you get hooked into being with them?
Well, it was funny. Kent from No Effect was actually like working with Descendants, doing sound and tour managing. And there's a festival that Descendants were playing in Houston called Free Press Summerfest, which I work at a backline company here in town. I'm the backline manager. So I book all the gear for that festival, you know, a bunch of other festivals too. So he was like, well, you know what, you're going to be there already. Why don't you just do the guys? So I had like 2 months to prepare for the for the guys to show up. So as soon as they showed up, handed them all these packets, here's your check and everything, and you know, they're kind of like, Rhino's kind of got his shit together. So I've been working with them since 2011 now. So it's been pretty cool.
It would,
you know?
I guess. How is it like being a drum tech for Bill Stevenson? I mean, he's kind of a god in the punk world, and as a drummer, I mean.
Yeah, you know, it's funny because like I kind of eased into that one because you know I was originally just tour managing, so we're doing Riot Fest, and we did Riot Fest Brooklyn. So like we were playing with like Hot Water Music, and like they were playing before us, and like I kind of looked up on stage. I was sitting backstage, and I looked up there, and I see Addison, the Hot Water's tech, putting all their shit away. And I was like, what is going on? He's like, they're about to play, and he's like breaking all their stuff down. And I kind of walk outside, and it looks like Ghostbusters outside, just a dark cloud moving towards the city, you know, and like 5 minutes later, it was just dumping on everything. And we ended up playing a club show that night at St. Vitus with the Bronx, Hot Water, and us, which was insane. But that day, while Bill was setting up, because Bill likes to set his stuff up, and he takes a very long time to set up. He's very meticulous, you know. And so I've just kind of been watching him the past few times, and for some reason, you know, it interests me just to watch drummers and their process and stuff, because I'm not a drummer. I'm a terrible drummer, but I build drums, and I understand drums very well. I'm a guitar player. So I was watching Bill set up, and like, I saw him reach to go do something. I kind of stuck my hand in there and did it for him. And he, you know, Bill's kind of an intimidating dude if you really don't know him very well. Right. I mean, sweet guy and like totally awesome once you get to know him, but like very intimidating at first. So he kind of like, he stopped and he like kind of tilted his head sideways and looked at me like real stern, you know. And then he kind of went back to doing what he was doing. Then he stopped and he looked at me and he goes, you reached in there because you knew what I was going to do and why I needed to do it. And I go, yeah, totally. I'm a drum tech. That's what I do. He's like, okay. And then like 3 shows later, he's like, you tune them. I like how you tune them. You know. So now our relationship's kind of morphed into like, you know, because every show we do, it's a different drum kit. We don't have the same kit because we fly everywhere to do our shows.
Right.
So. You know, so it's a mixed bag. We never know what we're going to get. So we kind of we both tag team it now together. You know, I kind of I'll go in early and kind of preset everything to where, you know, because he has measurements for how tall the cymbals need to be and stuff. So I've got the tape measure out doing measurements and stuff. And then he comes in and do the fine tuning of where everything needs to be. And then, you know, we both kind of tag team the tuning and get it up pretty quick now, but yeah, it was an interesting process, like kind of getting to that point to where he trusted me enough to like, all right, you do it now. So, but I mean, it's awesome.
That is cool. That's so cool. I've always wanted to play the drums, and I always would get behind the drum kit and start, and then it was like, this is a mistake. You know?
Well, I mean, how do you think I feel? Like I work for all these killer drummers, and then I build drums. And then I fucking can't really play them. It's like so frustrating. I mean, teching for Josh Freeze with the Vandals and doing Barnes. And tech for Barnes from Rise Against on and off. And I did Avenged Sevenfold. I've done all kinds of all these Brooks from Bad Religion. I was Brooks' guy for like 6 years. So. You know, getting to watch all these killer drummers every night, just be like, this is frustrating. my arms don't work like they're supposed to.
So you recently were on tour with them down in South America. How was that entire adventure?
South America was great. I mean, the crowds were, I mean, it's the first time that the guys have ever been down there, so it was really cool seeing the crowd reaction. I mean, it was just nuts the whole time. It was great. No flares in the pit, like for no effect in Sao Paulo, but that's okay. I'm pretty good. The place was like a dome and like, fire and just the big circles. I don't know, man. Kind of scary, but didn't happen for us, thank God. It was a great tour.
So I saw a lot of your posts on Facebook from the tour, and it seemed you guys were out eating a lot. What were some of the best meals you had out there in South America?
Man, I'm super bad with restaurant names. Dave Pollock, our agent, was with us the whole time, so he's a major food dude. So like the first night we went to a Michelin star restaurant in Sao Paulo and had just an incredible 4-course meal, chef's choice kind of vibe. And then we did lunch at Fogo de Chao. They're kind of all over, but when you're going to the one in Sao Paulo, it was pretty killer. It was a good lunch. Bill stumbled upon a place called Prime Dog, which was this hot dog place that's open 24 hours.
Nice.
So he stumbled upon this place at like 3:30 in the morning. And these dogs are insane. There's like 4 dogs inside the hot dog bun. It's just pandemonium in these hot dogs. And Andrew, our front of house guy, he put down 2.5 in one sitting, which is, we figured out to be 10 hot dogs. So Bill was there every night we were in Sao Paulo. He managed to make his way back there every night. I only did it once, but the food was great. Buenos Aires, we did a nice steakhouse, full meat ambush. Way too much meat. And in Chile, we did fish ambush, so it's basically just same thing as Fogo, but with fish. So that was pretty good, interesting. But yeah, we just call it like regional, like when we're in the States, we call it regional sport eating on the weekends. So like wherever we are, East Coast, we're doing East Coast stuff, and then now international. The international sport eating is pretty strong with this camp too.
Yeah.
So Australia in February. And I don't know if you've seen this post floating around about the world's strongest coffee, which is supposedly like the ice cubes are made out of cold brew. Well, we've located this place in Adelaide, and we're getting those coffees before the show. So I'll be videotaping that show to see how caffeinated the guys are.
Yeah, I asked James Straker where he could get me some of that. James.
Oh yeah. Yes, I definitely have Straker. Straker's the man. I love that guy.
Yeah. I said, get me some of this now. So, yeah, that'd be awesome. I can't wait to know about it.
Well, it was funny because I posted it on Bill's page, and one of the chicks from Blue Murder, the company that's bringing us down, she's all like, "We've already found it in Adelaide. We already put it in the tour book." So it's happening. We're definitely getting it, and I'll have to give you guys a report on how gnarly it actually is.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
So I was talking with Vinny from Less Than Jake. Tell me about the peanut butter.
The peanut butter. Oh my God. Okay. So the peanut butter. I want to say I'm pretty sure it was like the 99 tour, the Space Idiocy tour, and we had this giant brick of hash on the bus. And our bus driver's kind of a dick. Is like, "Oh, we're going through the border. You guys have to finish it." And blah blah blah. And, like, I'm not one to leave a brick of hash behind. So like, I thawed on that thing all night long. Everybody who tried and like passed out and was asleep. And Vinny and I stayed up, and he was just encouraging me to finish the brick of hash. So finally, I just ate it. Oh. And then I guess I was just like super, super baked and decided to get into Buddy's peanut butter. And I think I blamed Vinny for it for many years. I've made up for this peanut butter foul that keeps getting thrown in my face after all these years. So yeah, because peanut butter is scarce back in the day on tour. They didn't have anything good, so the guys would bring it from home and whatever.
High protein,
I ate his peanut butter. Yeah, I was fucked up and I ate his peanut butter. Oh well.
All right.
But I'm reminded of it like pretty often. It's funny. I'll get random texts, stuff like that from the guys,
including literally right now.
Yeah, I'm sure. Right.
So we got the holiday season amongst us. Are there any holiday treats or traditions that you're looking forward to for, say, Christmas or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa?
I mean, the thing that I used to love the most when my grandma was alive was her molasses cookies. And my mom makes them every now and again.
But they're just not as good. They're just not as good, are they?
They're good, but Grandma made them.
Exactly.
So, they were like super special, But she's gone, and all my family is spread out all over the place, like Washington, Colorado, North Carolina, and I'm in Texas. So, now all my brothers have kids, and I have dogs. So the grandkids get visited more than me. So.
Right.
And I'm always on tour or working, so I don't really get to go see them too often. So no Christmas cookies for me this year, but hopefully I can get my wife to make some. So we'll see.
Do you have any plans for New Year's?
No, really. If I'm not touring, I'm at my shop doing backline, which is basically just doing the same thing as being on tour, just sleeping in my own bed.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, if I'm doing anything for New Year's Eve, it's probably doing a show for, some band here, some random band that's rented backline from us. But so far, we've got nothing, so I'm clear. So probably just a nice, quiet evening at home with the wife, or I will get drug out to some party. We'll see.
So, besides the Australia tour, what else you got planned for 2017?
Man, there's actually quite a bit on the calendar. I haven't seen a full list of what's going on. I know what we're going to be doing. This year we were doing a lot of leaving Wednesday evenings, flying to wherever we were doing the shows, play Thursday, Friday travel, play Saturday, home Sunday. We're going to start doing every other week this year and just doing Thursday, flying Thursday, play Friday, Saturday, home Sunday. So we're kind of tightening our schedule up a little bit, and then it'll be, every other week. So I honestly, I don't know what the routing is yet or what we've got planned. I know that Australia is definitely happening, and I've heard there's possibly in Arizona and a California show mid-March right now, but that's all I've heard about at the moment. I believe they're probably going to go back to Europe, but I don't do the Europe stuff because I don't really do the extended tours unless they desperately need me, just because work here, trying to balance two jobs, you know how it is. So gotta keep the employer happy.
So,
but yeah.
So the Descendants, I mean, they weren't touring for a very long time. They would just do a couple of shows every now and then. And I know Milo got out of the whole science, not that he got out of being a scientist, but he kind of started focusing on the music.
Yeah, there was a big layoff at DuPont, so he got laid off, and oh shit, he's got to fall back on band. I mean, how many people get to be fired and then sorry, you're gonna have to go sing for your ultra famous band?
Exactly. What the? Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah. Yeah. That's just oh man, so shitty. You got to fall back on that, man. So I mean, his voice is getting way stronger, and I think. All the guys are falling into it, and I mean, it's going really, really well. I mean, they play tighter than ever. They pretty much destroy every stage they play. So I mean, it's awesome.
When
great.
I don't remember how long ago did Bill have the surgery?
the brain, I'm not sure when the brain surgery actually happened, but he did have surgery in January of this year. He had a double lung surgery and a triple bypass. Basically, he had blood clots in his lungs, and they removed the blood clots from his lungs, and then gave him a triple bypass while they were in there. So he's as good as new and
now,
super strong.
He's as good as new, except for all those hot dogs he ate down in Sao Paulo.
Yeah, right. I mean, once you have the triple bypass, it's like, I mean, your pipes are all cleaned out, but you're really not supposed to just go back full force, But I mean, you can't watch a dude 24 hours a day, and if they're gonna go off on a full foraging, they're gonna go off on a full foraging.
Well, Rhino, thanks a lot for talking to us.
Totally.
This was a great interview. It was great hearing about everything. Is there anything else that you'd like to mention before we go?
Houston, definitely a good food spot for you guys to check out. If you're in Houston, we have a couple James Beard Award winner chefs here, and tons of killer restaurants. So,
what's one of the places? What's one of the places you look forward to eating at most when you get back home?
Usually, I like Liberty Kitchen. That's my favorite. My wife will say Underbelly. She loves Underbelly, which our friend Chris Shepard owns. He's one of the James Beard Award winners. There's just so many choices here. I mean, the Foreign Correspondent does some Thai stuff. There's Downhouse, Petrol Station, State Fair, Lee's Chicken and Donuts, Pie Pizza, which is killer, total punk rock pizza place here, owned by my friend Lee and Anthony, the head chef. Funny, I went in there and I recognized the chef, and I was like, He came up to me, he's like, dude, remember me? I used to do security at your shows back in the day at Fitzgerald. So it's holy shit, dude. Yeah, and small world. I walked in, I'm like, oh, they're playing Black Flag. I could get into this place. So, killer pizza place. I mean, there's so much here to do and eat. That's why I'm fat and, so I'm just big.
Do you do any cooking yourself?
I do a little bit. I dabble. My wife is the cook in our house. She's from Louisiana, so nice. She gets down. Which is awesome. And but we're so crazy busy. We don't cook as much as we'd like to. And so we get to go out and explore all the restaurants in town instead. So
what's one of your favorite dishes she makes?
Oh man. She made one of the craziest tuna steaks I've ever had. It was killer. She did sesame encrusted tuna. It was just out of control. Yeah, she did killer. One of her best. The worst was the coffee encrusted steak. She will say that too, hands down. That was probably one of the worst experiences, or not experiences, but experiments we tried. That one was pretty bad.
Well, they can't all be winners, and there's always another dinner in the future. So,
Totally. Yeah, man.
Well, all right, man. Hey, thanks a lot for talking to us. We're gonna send it off.
Killer.
We're gonna send it off now with some Descendants off their new album. This one actually Milo wrote about Bill. This is called Comeback Kid on Punk Rock Foodies Radio.
Awesome. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
What's inside?
right, I'd like to thank Steve Bryan and Skate Rat. I'd like to thank Rhino for talking to us. Look forward to everything to come in 2017. I'd like to thank people here at the Vicious Pig Saloon in downtown Mattersville, always treating us very well. And I'd also like to thank King's Hawaiian. Check out Birdie Rose Studios for all of your video and graphic needs. Check out Betty Gear, and come on over on Facebook and check out Punk Rock Foodies. 4,800 members and growing. It's real simple. Make food, take a picture of that food, post that picture of that food. Make the kitchen great again, everybody. Bone ain't tick.
I remember how to do this. It's not like it matters. It's not like I was any good in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit, I'm rusty. Oh God.